everybody. Um, it's Kenny again, bringing you a slasher movie, a slasher paranormal slasher movie. But first of all, I wanted to get rid of a few reviewers that have the idea of what a slasher should be, and there are a few that are adamant on this. A slasher movie has to have three things: characters, gore, and tits. And, yeah, nudity, right? So, why the fuck would you need if you want to see tits, if you have a wife, ask your wife for tits. If you don't have a wife, go to fucking Pornhub and, you know, smack down a few tits there, right? I mean, it's just you. They're like Fatal Games is the slasher movie from the 80s. Apparently, that's like 20 30 minutes of pure nudity and sex, and that for me, that gets distracting in a not in an awkward way, because I want my movie to be gory, atmospheric, creepy, tension, creepy, and good characters. That's what I want a slasher movie, not fucking a pair of tits. So no, no, no. And so for some people, when even the movie has everything what I said except the tits, the nudity, they just give it okay, a B. You know what I mean? And it's an A plus movie. Okay, it's an A plus movie. So yeah, I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not gay. I'm not. I mean, I'm not against nudity. Like I said, I have a beautiful wife. I'm married. No, it's not the right finger, but it's symbolic. If a girl flirts with me, I'm doing like this. I'm married, bitch. No, the ring is too small and can't fit on my ring finger. But we thought it's a symbolic place to keep it there. But I have a beautiful wife. I have. She has a nice. Let's say, lady has a nice chest. So there you go. I don't need to see fucking 80s tits that hang like fucking milk jugs or something. I'm not sure, but sorry, but that's what I wanted to say before I start this movie, because this movie has some gratuitous nudity. It has fun characters. It has good gore. So there you go. If this is a movie for where you want excessive nudity, gore, and good characters, then you get this one with Killer Workout from 1987. It's a movie that not really got under my radar, but I knew about it. But I thought it was crap. But I gave it a chance because of I like two reviewers on YouTube. You've got Lee from Durumdums. He gives good reviews, and also he gives more of the obscure movies. And Pizawal. These two guys are really doing the obscure. They are mostly also doing horror movies, and uh, they do a lot of obscure things like this movie. And I think Pizarro gave me this as tip. Go and watch it. It's an okay movie, and he's right. It's an okay movie. Um, you've got the director is David A. Pryor. You got Ted Morris, who plays Chuck Dawson, who's the manager of this place in a gym. he's the manager of the gym, and the owner of the gym is played by Marcia Lani. Don't know these people. She's Rhonda Johnson, and she's basically the owner of the gym, of the club. The gym. This gym is super automatic. Everything is being being controlled by a system that's in the heart of the building, and a guy that sits there. He's the ex-brother-in-law of Chuck, because his wife Chuck killed herself, burned herself to death, but she wasn't right in the head, and he blames him for that, but he stays along because he knows the system and things like that. But shit's starting to happen. Like at some point, what was it? A girl gets goes under a tanning salon, a tanning bed, and she can't get out, and something is holding it back, and she gets burned through like a Big Mac. And also you've got a kill like the the shower scene there. You've got your nudity. Everybody, the tiles, the ceramic tiles, are all coming loose and shooting against these women, and so hard that it sticks to them, and then the showers get really hot, so they're getting burned, and so a lot of people are getting hurt. One kill is one of the cool kills. You've got this guy who's doing a peg deck, which is basically training your chest, and the machine he has to put his wrists through bands, and the machine tells him what weight he should do. So it says 170 pounds. He goes like, okay. Ooh. And then he goes like 180 pounds. Okay. Ooh. And then so 190 pounds. What the fuck was stop? 200 pounds, and then you say, no, stop. You're gonna cry. Then you see basically the machine is crushing this guy to death. You see the shoulder splitting open and the bone coming out. It's a really gnarly scene. By the way, I can do this with my chest. No, I've been training the peg deck also, but not in that kind of way with fucking machine and gives me orders. Fuck your orders. I'm choosing the weight. Now, the police comes, of course, to question. You've got two detectives, a woman detective, a guy detective, and they're pretty fun characters. It's not a bad cop, good cop routine. If it was, then the lady was more the bad cop than the guy, so that's something different. And at some point, they're having a sort of costume party. I don't think it's Halloween because there's no Halloween outside. It's a costume party, and the detectives that are also there to keep an eye on things. And at some point, the detective asks for a healthy shake, and the girl behind the counter makes it, with a blender, and she sticks her hand in there, and the blender goes off, and her hand is basically being blended off, and he grabs her, and she falls, and he's falling in the cooler room, and a fish, I shit you not, a fish with a small beak, like an eel-like fish, flies through his mouth and penetrates him through the back. So you got weird kills, really weird kills. And also, before that, I didn't mention Ken Foree is in this movie from Dawn of the Dead. I also think he's an Assault in Precinct 13. You know, I never seen Assault in Precinct. As I'm a John Carpenter fan, and I don't want to see Starman. I don't want to see that Elvis movie, but I didn't like They Live because was Roddy Piper. He he got Childs from The Thing. He's a good actor, but Piper, he can't act for shit. They know that because they don't give him a lot of dialogue. And you've got that weird, which is epic, but then it's getting weirder scene of him fighting Childs. I'm calling him Childs because I don't know the actor's name and how he's called in the movie. It's been a long time. I only want to watch it once because I didn't really like it. Because I like his horror movies, not his non-horror movies. So, and they're just having a fight of 20-30 minutes. But okay, that's something else. But I never saw Assault on Precinct 13, and that's a movie that I'm gonna watch. But Ken Foree is also in that movie, I heard. I think so. But Ken Foree is really having a good dynamic between, the Ted Morris guy, Chuck Dawson. They are, having a meeting. Then he takes the American football and he says, let's have here, cash, okay, go wide. And they're doing in the office and things like that. And they joke with each other. They have a good dynamic. And in the first half, he's there, but then in the second act he's sort of pushed back, and in the third act he comes back to also watch for funny things to happen. And then of course what actually is happening is one of the gym members is possessed by the wife of Chuck Dawson, the one who lit herself on fire. And this person is basically doing all these awful things to these people. And I'm not gonna spoil who he is. You should just see the movie, and then after, of course, then I'm gonna spoil after the person is identified. The ghost comes out and manifests itself in a human form, and then it gets chanted back into from the realm where she came from. I'm guessing hell because she's a sociopath. Okay, but there are funny moments. There are also funny moments in this movie. There's this really untrained guy who basically is yeah, I want a bench, and there's all these plates, and the other says, do you think isn't that a little too much? I can handle it. First thing it was is it's fun. It's a funny character. He's wanting to be one of the more ripped dudes, but he can't follow them. But it's a funny character. But now the conclusion of the movie, yeah, it's like I said, it has okay characters, okay acting. There's also something going on with Rhonda and the club. In her investments, and Chuck is also confronted with his ex-wife again, who he cared for even until she was going cuckoo crazy and demanded everything from him, and then at some point he just put herself on fire. And he gets a new girlfriend, and that girlfriend, of course, makes the ghost of Chuck Dawson's wife angry. As you can hear me coming, that he goes after the wife. Ken Foree is a good actor in this one. I like Ken Foree. He has this, he's not a top actor, but he's a guy who, I'm not sure how to say it, he gives this performance, this natural performance. He's not Oscar material, but he's giving this natural performance. I'm not sure how to say it else. So yeah, it's so watch this movie. It's like I said, good kills, good fun characters, some excessive nudity, and yeah, I'm sorry for the tangent in the beginning because I'm just, if you judge a movie because it doesn't have the excessive nudity, then you're not a horror fan, in my opinion. You don't have to need that in a movie. It doesn't. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, okay, no problem. If you got a movie with good characters, good gore, good atmosphere, good like first Halloween. Okay, there is a scene I think in the theatrical cut where Linda shows her tits to what she thinks is Bob, but it's Michael Myers under the sheets. But see something you like, but that's something. Okay, yeah, okay. We see some 70s boobs, and you know those boobs are always flapjacks. They're hanging. Of course, not the boobs of these days. They're like all fake and plastic, and they're like in your face. But enough of that. This movie has it all. So I give it a recommendation of give it a shot, and maybe give it a thumbs up if you like the review. Maybe if you have another movie that you think you want me to review, then I'm gonna watch that movie and I'm gonna review it just for you. Alright?